Capitol as the protest, when I would think that was a topic you would know, this has to be handled with care. This could potentially ruffle feathers. There are people who are invested in these movements who genuinely
remember.
So
when you see it on paper, it looks good. It looks good in the drawing. It looks smart.
I just don't know how good it could have looked when the drawing had the police line and she was walking up to the cop with the Pepsi.
Okay, well let me be really clear with you. So there's a picture. She's standing there with a can of Pepsi.
With the police line.
There's a picture. Yes. And as you may remember, there was a time, there's a photograph with a young lady who puts a daisy in a rifle. That's what that's supposed to symbolize. That's that's what it's supposed to be. Just because people do it doesn't mean it's going to work. I mean, I've made several movies where you kind of go, this is magnificent. I'm kicking butt on it. And then you see it and you're like, people have edited it. And agents can say, you know, well, I don't know, but who's around her?
You also sit in the room, you sit in a room with a bunch of executives, you're 21, you come in there, and they're selling it. There's the guy that thought of the idea that this is huge, it's unifying, it's this, and certain part, she is 21, she hasn't had traditional schooling.
Yeah, but she's been schooled in the business because she started on Keeping Up with the Kardashians at 12.
Right,
and then,
what business do they cover that's even similar to controversy?
But this is a family that has made millions of dollars based on being just famous. And so when you have been in this business for 10 years, and in 2015, she already got sort of reprimanded for cultural appropriation because she wore cornrows.
That was her sister.
That's her sister.
No, it was also Kendall. It was also Kendall. And so she already had a taste of controversy. She already had a taste of what people think when you appropriate these movements.
The controversy?
No, I think she should have known better.
But the important part,
I do.
But I think you kind of just said, I actually agree with your whole beginning part. She's made her life being famous. They've been the face of campaigns.
It's a brand.
This was a dream for her to be on.
I don't understand the hoopla.
But what I'm saying is, like, you're giving credit to a social awareness that I don't think I could give her the same because of the reasons you just stated. She has
it's a bad commercial. It's just a crappy commercial. It's a crappy idea. It didn't work. It didn't work. And you know, this cultural appropriation stuff's starting to really make me crazy. It's starting to make me crazy. You know? Because if we're going to go with cultural appropriation, wear natural hair, okay? If we're gonna go, because if we're wearing white lady hair, isn't that appropriation as well? Listen, now, there are some things where you can say, hey, you need to be more sensitive, but this ain't one of them. This is a bad commercial that didn't work. It didn't work, I'm sorry, we'll be back.